Intel computer, and it might come as a surprise to some of you that I actually own shares of Intel at the current time, and I'm pumped up about this one. I bought shares maybe at $18.50, $19. Now, part of that is you have some technical reason to buy shares. In fact, I make almost all my buying and selling decisions on price based on technicals. Now, some of you guys get in my comment section and say, you only subscribe to technicals and you're a trader. No, I'm like a real estate guy. I don't mind going into the house and looking at the furniture, looking at the floors, looking at the neighborhood. That is one factor, but I will look at comps in the area, what similar homes have sold for in order to make my buy-sell decision. And that's exactly what the technicals are in a stock. You look at these companies fundamentally. In the case of Intel, while they haven't made any news yet, I'm expecting probably once President Trump is inaugurated in basically 2 weeks, you should have a flood, or at least an attempted flood, of M&A. And Intel has business units that they can sell, including Altera. Now, the company has claimed that they want to maintain a stake in Altera, although it's a business unit worth maybe 15, 16 billion on the open market. Now, it just so happens that Intel paid about 15, 16 billion dollars for the company several years ago, so they're not going to make a capital gain when they sell it, but 15, 16 billion, maybe 17 billion dollars to Intel is a fair amount of money, again, on a company with a market cap of just $88 billion. So that is one of the fundamental reasons why I'm interested in Intel, because at the very least, maybe they don't sell their entire stake of Altera. There seems to be enough chatter in the M&A community that they'll get some billions of dollars for this business. Now, we also have a new CEO that will likely be named, hopefully relatively soon, for Intel. A former board member who actually resigned has emerged as a likely candidate to become the company's CEO. He disagreed with Pat's strategy. He disagrees with Intel's risk-averse culture, its AI strategy, among other things, and that's exactly what is keeping Intel back. The fact that this guy resigned shows you that he actually cares. He has higher standards about Intel than probably the vast majority of shareholders and certainly executives that are currently still at Intel. So this is the exact guy you want leading the company. So fundamentally, things are starting to get cleaned up over at Intel. From a technical perspective, again, from a comp perspective, if you want to compare this to real estate, this was like buying one of the cheapest condos that had been on the market in a development for basically a decade. In fact, the last time the stock was down at about $19, it promptly bounced back up into 25. So I took a stab here at Intel.